What's going on, everyone? It's Zero J here, bringing you the first video in a new web series I'm starting for mobile game reviews. I figured a lot of people do big AAA titles, a lot of EA and Battlefield, which is EA, and Call of Duty and Activision stuff. You know, big name titles. I could think of a lot more if I wasn't so tired right now, but no one really gives credit to the little guys, and I thought I'm going to start making it a series so I could bring these games out to the light more, maybe get them a little more hype, and maybe some attention that they rightfully deserve, because putting aside the fact that it's a mobile game, it is still a video game, and video games take extensive amounts of effort to make. We're talking millions of lines of code for a mobile game, and it goes up from there, how complicated the game is. A game like this, I'm gonna guess, easily has a couple 100 million lines of code. I don't know programming, but I'm guessing it has a ton of work put into it, and it's officially licensed by the Pokemon Company, so I thought we'd jump right into it. And that being said, this first video mobile game review is for the game Magickarp Jump. No pun intended, I swear, I wasn't trying to do that on purpose. This game is based around a very simple premise: jumping Magickarp. And I'm in a really good spot to show you guys this because I'm just starting a new generation of Magickarp, so we get to see the whole process from start to end, and I can give you my pros, some cons, and some gameplay footage in the background on this mobile title. So I'm going to be doing a lot of these videos over the next week, hopefully, if I have the time for them. I'll try to get once a day or once every 2 days, but I really want to take the time to invest and play the game a little bit so I know about it, so I'm actually not talking, just talking. I'm actually talking about the game and my experience with it, and it'll actually help you make a decision on whether you want to play it. So, that being said, the first step we always get to do, and you do this at the very start of the game, you choose a Magickarp. And this town has been ridiculed for having weak Magickarp. Now, Magickarp are weak in general, but this one is like really ridiculed in the ridicule culture of having weak Magickarp. I guess theirs are like the weakest of the weak. So you, being a great Pokemon trainer, are going to come along and you're going to help these Magickarp out. And you're going to train them up, and you're going to prove that this small town can raise awesome Magickarp. And that's the premise. That's the entire game. It's really simple. It's straightforward, but it's entertaining, and it's fresh enough that it isn't something that we've seen over and over again. It's not rescuing a princess from a castle. It's not just beating all 8 gyms and beating the Elite Four. I mean, in a way it actually is, because there's leagues in this game as well. But the motivation behind your main character, and maybe I'm thinking a little too deep on this, on a game that literally all it is Magickarp jumping. But the motivation is a little different than the main Pokemon games, which is catching all the different varieties, catching the legendaries, becoming a league champion. I mean, aside from that last one, you are becoming a league champion, but it's of a Magickarp jumping league. So we've just fished ourselves a new Magickarp. He is level 1. And he has a max level of 18. And he has an orange pattern. That's a new pattern. I've never seen that one before. He's got a white belly. He's got a motivation jump bonus, so his jump power will go up by 50%. And from training Magickarp, individual training there, he'll get a 271% bonus, which is really good. The motivation bonus is for me, leveling up as a trainer. The individual bonus, that's all him. He's like a really awesome Magickarp. And I never nickname them. And if this video gets watched and I get some comments, I will take the funniest comment from the video and name my next Magickarp that. But this is how it starts out pretty much. That is my old Magickarp. He retired in the Heavy League. Unfortunately, he was not able to beat the third battle in the Heavy League, which has a lot more battles than the Quick League does. I'll go into that in a minute. But he retired, and so now he's just chilling in a pond because he was only able to get to max level of 16. So he like literally couldn't beat the Heavy League if I wanted him to. He doesn't have the capacity. Like, there's finite power levels in this. It's like reaching level 100, but only a lot sooner. Like, he can only be so strong. But this Magikarp, now that I'm a little stronger, higher level trainer level, can be stronger. And here it goes. Yeah, see, the next generation. Magikarp will now swim off into the depths of the pond to enjoy its retirement. And he earned it. He beat the Quick League, actually. And I'm going to go into that now. The leagues are your gym badges in Magikarp Jump. There's 7 leagues, and I'll pull it up here on my trainer card. There's 7 leagues that you have. Wait, is that right? No. There's 6 leagues. There's 6 leagues that you have. I counted this earlier, and I thought it was 7 for some reason. Like I said, I apologize. I'm really tired today. There's 6 leagues that you can get through. There's the Friend League, which is your introductory period into the game and how it works, how the mechanics work. And it's really done well, actually. For someone who's never played a game like this, or has never played a mobile game, or has never played a Pokemon game, where training is a mandate and challenging other Pokemon is a mandate. Like, this is a really good introduction through this league. It's the Friend League. It's really friendly. It's easy to beat. It still took a little time, but I beat it with my first Magikarp. And it really helps you out. It shows you how to catch Magikarp. It shows you how to train in battle. It tells you all about it. And it's very well done. It's a great tutorial. And then the game really starts at the Quick League. Now, the Quick League, I thought this game, honestly, I underestimated it a little bit. I thought this game was going to be super easy, and I was going to be able to beat it in like a day and a half, 2 days easy. And I've actually put about 2 days into it already, and I just barely beat the Quick League today. And that was like with my 4th Magikarp, or 3rd Magikarp. Yeah, I had to go through 3 Magikarps to beat the Quick League, and it was not that easy. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm not saying it's extremely difficult. It's just it was a lot more time-consuming and challenging than I thought it would be, which is a welcome surprise from a game with such a simple premise. So, the Quick League is where the game really begins, and you go through a set number of battles, determining like which Magikarp can jump higher. And now I'm in the Heavy League. This is my pond, but now I'm in the Heavy League, so I have to train this Magikarp up to be a beast, because the Heavy League was no joke. It beat my like champion Magikarp that beat the Quick League at like the 3rd battle, and so I had to retire him. And it was very sad because I was excited that he beat the Quick League, because I was like, wow, he did it. But this is the tank where he lives when you're chilling, and this fills with candy over time. The longer you let it sit, the more candy it fills up. And each candy has a different bonus it gives to your jump power, which can be seen at the top of the screen. In the town here, you can buy food and training items. I just got a new form of training, which I don't have enough coins to unlock right now, so I'm just going to leave it. I really wish I had enough, though, because when you do that training, it raises you up by at least 1,000 jump power, apparently. But your food right here, I have enough coins to upgrade this. I don't have enough to get the new food that floats in the tank. But this is pretty much how you upgrade your Magikarp quicker and progress. So it actually does require a little attention, because you have to pay attention to what's in your tank and how much power, what rank it is. This is a rank for Peach Berry, and I like that they're using berries because it reminds me of the main series, but this will give him 41 jump power for everyone he eats. These are the training. These aren't locked in values, but like if I do the jump counter, it'll train me anywhere between 400 to, I've had it train me up to 1,000 one time. The double push is the hardest training, and that trains you up really well. The sandbag slam is like the lowest level. It's like super easy. I upgraded a lot because it was doing the least amount of benefit every time I got it. And those are your things. There's a shop. It's I'm in the shop, actually. Sorry, I'm in the coin shop. That's just food game. There's also a diamond shop, which is your premium items. You don't have to buy the diamonds. You earn plenty of them through getting achievements. And then there's the candy. So there's 3 currencies. But the good thing about this game, and this is where I want to put a little bit of time to, is talking about microtransactions. Because nobody likes microtransactions. Let's be honest. Nobody likes microtransactions. They usually ruin games. But in this game, they do it very well. Because they give you the ability to unlock everything without microtransactions. But they also don't make it impossibly long to do so. The training is on a half-hour cooldown, and you get 3 training points. So about an hour and a half in, and you'll have all your training points back. So you can take breaks. You can take a 2-hour break, go watch a movie, take a nap, go to work for the day, and you'll be fine. Because that's just how it is. They didn't want to really force it and make it play to win. And it's also a single-player game. And this is why the paid shortcut works for this game. Is because it doesn't force you to do it, and it's single-player. So you're not competitive. There's no edge you're getting by putting money into this game. And it doesn't need to be. I think it takes away from the splendor, personally. Because I've actually been playing this again for 2 days now, and I'm quite enjoying myself. And being the competitive Gen 1er I am, I'm going to keep playing it until I get all 6 badges. It is 6, right? Yes, until I beat all 6 leagues. Right? Yeah. Because that's just who I am. And so I'm going to probably put another week into this game. Maybe longer. I don't know how difficult this scaling gets. But I know my champion Magickarp, which had about 16,000 jump power, got stomped on the 3rd battle of the Heavy League. So I was not expecting that. Oh, this is cool. This is happening during the video. This fish right here, this Pokemon, I don't know what this one is, what it's called. But this triggers a random encounter. And this one here is Fabass. And it raised our jump power by 1,110. So that's awesome. And I leveled up. I need to do some training because I'm really worried now. I'm only at 2,000 jump power and I'm already at level 10. So let's dive into training. Now you got the basic understanding of the game. This is the training. It gives you a little roulette wheel of all the trainings you've unlocked. And there's the push. I like this one. I don't know if you have to tap the screen to train him, but I tap the screen. It makes me feel more involved. Maybe I just look at like an idiot doing it. I'm like sitting here tapping my screen like a madman. Like, gotta train my Magickarp. I don't know. But that was really effective, actually. Maybe tapping the screen does help. That went up like 3,000. That was a lot. That reassures me a lot. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, it does. It takes a lot longer to level up now. At the higher levels. So he's got 5K. I think I'm gonna need about 20,000 jump power to beat the league, the Heavy League. I don't know. I haven't looked this up. That's my guess because my old one had over 10, but below 15. If I said 16 earlier, I'm just tired. But it had between 10 to 15, and it lost pretty quickly in the 3rd battle. So training works pretty simply. You get your 3 training points. They're on a half-hour cooldown. You get this cool little animation with the roulette wheel. And the number counter one is also really fun. I just tapped the screen like I was playing Resident Evil 4, for those 90s kids who understand that, like run for the boulders. And it just jumps, does that, and you get a great effort. And that one was 2,000. So yeah, the training is paying off. The higher level you go, the more it benefits you. It knows that you're going to need to be stronger. So the game's scaling with the difficulty. What's happening now is called a random encounter. I didn't know. I'm always really hesitant on these ones because I've gotten burned a lot, because it can be one of 2 things. See, this could be your lucky day, or it could be a trap. And I'm always like the firm believer here. I'm always grabbing it. Seems pretty trappish to me, but what do you think, genius? Is that the Magickarp doing that? Am I getting raw dogged by my Magickarp right now? Is that what's going on? You know what? You grab it. Carpe diem, man. Let's go. Literal. Boom. It had coins in it. that's usually not the outcome. The last 3 random events like that have been just a piece of glass floating in the water. And that sucked because you lose jump power when that happens. Woohoo! Get bigger. Its pattern got clearer too. Cool. A new pattern, huh? Orange dapples. That's what that's called. That's cool. And you get a diamond. You get diamonds. Like I said, earning diamonds is easy. You don't need to ever buy them. But that's the training, and I'm going to finish the training because I've got nothing to do, nothing really to talk about here, except to show you the battle. But I want to finish training before I take up my first battle in the Heavy League. And we're getting the counter again, so if the video has like loud tapping in it, I'll change it for future videos. Like, I apologize, but I really think tapping the screen helps. But pretty much those are the core mechanics of the game. You fish a Magikarp, you train him, and now we get to take him to battle and see how he does against another Magikarp. And it's actually really surprisingly how they do it. And I'll show you right now. They take it really seriously, which is cool. It's not some joke. So this is the Heavy League. This is where my last Magikarp retired, like 3 battles in. This one has 5.16k. Ours has 10. So I automatically know I'm going to win. And there's a cutscene that I'm not going to skip because you guys have never seen it. And this is where we're going to conclude our video just after this. Is we get a really cool commentary here. Like, this is some serious stuff to these people. Like, this Magikarp competition is legit to them. They want to, like, make this their living. It's like the Pokemon shows. You know, it's something different. So, once they're finished here, we'll get all rawed up. And let's go. See? Magikarp jump. And, say Pikachu. No, he didn't want to join in that time. Your buddy companion Pokemon, Pikachu, will like cheer on your Pokemon sometimes, and it'll make them jump higher. It'll give them a percentage boost. And see, this is why I struggled in the Heavy League here, my last Magikarp acquired, because if you look here, I have double the power of that Magikarp, but I'm only up on him like less than 3 meters. So it is getting difficult. It's not becoming easier. And it's not really pandering. Like, it really is requiring a little effort, which is good. Hey, I got a new random encounter. Let's see what this one does. Oh, he gave me coins. Okay, that's cool. Coins are always useful because you use them to power up your candy and your training items and buy new training items and buy new fish bait for your bowl. So those are always useful to have. And if you go on a winning streak, you get to go one after the other, and you get a little fired up, and your Pokemon get fired up, and it's a really good system. Like, I'm actually kind of impressed. I'm genuinely impressed, and I'm really not hard to impress. I'm just, for a mobile game, maybe it's just because it's a mobile game, it's done so well for a mobile game, but I'm genuinely impressed with the clean mechanics of it. So, overall, my verdict is, if you have time and you're a Pokemon fan, play Magikarp Jump. It's really fun. It's actually slightly addictive. It doesn't require the commitment and time of, like, Clash of Clans. They don't want you to wait 8 days to train a Magikarp or receive a bonus. And it's just a nice, fun, casual game to play if you're a fan of the Pokemon series and you want a little something different, but something familiar. Overall, I would recommend it. I hope this video was insightful. I'm going to use a 5-star scale for mobile games. I would definitely put Magikarp Jump at a 4-star rating. Not 5, but 4. I would put it at a 4-star rating. The only downside is it is repetitive. It's like a Pokemon game, and it is repetitive, so it prevents it from getting that 5-star rating. But I would put it on a 5-star scale. I would give it a 4 out of 5. I'm going to do so in the App Store, and I'm going to leave a link to this video in the App Store to help people out. until next time, till my next mobile review, please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a dislike if you didn't like it. I want to get honest feedback. There's actually a really cool tool now for YouTube people to look at these statistics on your channel. What's your likes versus your dislikes, which videos have the most view, and it really helps out content creators. And so please leave a like, and if you don't like it, leave a dislike. If you love it, leave a comment. If you hated it, leave a comment. Provide this feedback, and it helps small channels like me, it helps big channels, it helps everyone on YouTube. So go ahead and leave a like if you like it. Please subscribe if you feel like it. I'm going to be bringing out a lot of variety of content, from Pokemon Go videos to mobile game reviews to even some political satire, some SJW stuff, feminism, anti-feminism, because I love cringe videos like the myth, the meme, the legend, Big Red. Like, if you know what that means, you're already on my good side, and you'll probably like what I talk about on my channel. But until then, I hope to see you guys around. Zero J signing off.